What's up, guys? Welcome. We are in a new dorm, a new setting. It's been a while since the last video, so here's the update. We're in a new place. Cool. It's not really decorated. I'm working on it. Anyway, this is not about that. Let's just get into the meat of the video right away. I already recorded some of this video, and my camera crashed. I mean, it's my phone. So I don't know what happened, but it just crashed. So, okay, cool, whatever. I'm just gonna record it again. I don't have that much time. School, you know what I mean? I'm in the midst of the middle of the RISD pain semester of just straight nonsensical levels of comedic piles of work and workload. And I love it, baby. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's give me it all. Give me more. I want more work, Rizzy. Come on, hit me. Right? So that's what this video is kind of about in a way. But anyway, so I'm recording this video after, I heard this song, Control. And I knew this song for a while, but I heard it, it's a Big Sean song with Kendrick Lamar in it and Jay Electronica. But it's a Kendrick Lamar song. You know what I mean? Kendrick Lamar's verse on this song is just pure assassination and excellence. Sorry, there's no getting around it. It is excellence as a rapper and as an artist. And you can tell from listening to this song just how serious Kendrick is about his goal of becoming, the greatest rapper of probably of all time, but at least alive. And most would say he is, but this is a verse that's just airs everything out and exactly says it how it is, how he sees it. He's everyone. He's basically, to summarize, he's all right, everyone else, and he lists all the rappers that he's cool with, and he's I got love for all of you guys, but I'm going to murder you. I'm going to kill you. And it reminded me of a truth that I hold about life in general, which is that it's actually easier to attack life than to be in defense mode. Because if let's say life is a stampede, right? Because life moves fast. We all know this. If you just pray that everything goes all right, and you're kind of just trying your best, running, you're gonna get killed in the stampede. All right, you get the energy that I was just talking about. You know what I mean? If you are no, I am going to run this stampede. This is my stampede. I got this. You're gonna be in the front of the stampede. It's just gonna happen. If you just have that confidence and you just decide to attack it and be the greatest at it, or be the top, it's actually easier. Okay? Now here's why it doesn't happen for a lot of people. They need the sympathy. People need sympathy. They need the, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that happened. Oh man, they actually would prefer that feeling of someone feeling bad for them than to actually get something great. Because when you get something great, and when you're after something great, and when you're making strides towards success, you're not going to get people saying oh man, I feel bad for you anymore. That's out the window. And a lot of people are not ready to give that up, because you know what? It feels kind of nice when someone says, I feel bad for you, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people will just lean into that and say, oh, that feels nice. I think I'm going to stay here and simmer for a while. I think I'm just going to, I'm going to soak all the sympathy in and just become a little ball of sympathy. And that's when you see people that are just constantly in the victim mode and are okay with it, and honestly even play the victim card, which is the ugliest thing that I've ever seen, is just playing the victim card and, allowing yourself to just be okay with that, and, just genuinely giving excuses to why you're how you are that are things that are out of your control, and it honestly disgusts me. I could probably vomit right now, but your life is in your hands. So if you would rather be a victim of life and drown in sympathy, then that's fine. But would you rather do that, or would you rather be a hero? Would you rather be relatable or be a hero? That's the question to ask yourself. So I would make that decision promptly, because it's two very, very, very different directions, and you will gain momentum in either direction. So maybe you're in momentum in this direction. And life, you know what I mean? Paradigm shifting is like an airplane turning around. I think I've given this analogy before. It's a big, big object. So to turn it around takes a long time, right? You have to make a very wide turn, and it's slow on the turn. But an airplane is one of the fastest things that exists. So even though it's going to have to be slow on the turn, it's going to be super fast once you make that full 180. All right, so it's up to you which one you want to do. All right, being relatable feels nice, I guess. I don't know, I haven't been relatable for a while, I feel like. Or maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you're still going to be relatable because you're just a human and you're still going to have human things. You can still be vulnerable. But you have to give up people feeling bad for you as something that's good. All right? So don't take any glory in that. Don't take any pride in people feeling bad for you. You know what I mean? Like, there's some people that they get that oh, I'm sorry look on the other person's face, and they're like, yep, I won. I'm good. Phew. Like, they feel bad for me. All right, I can do no wrong. Okay. Live life like that. Then what? Now what? It's so much easier to just decide where you want to be in life and just simply attack that and go get that by any means necessary. You will grow in the process of that without even, and it's not necessarily about, okay, I'm going to sit down 10 minutes a day and I'm going to become better at this, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have the answers of how that's going to work. You don't know what's going to take you to your goals the fastest. Give your goal up to God, or just come up with a goal and don't even figure out what's going to be the best way to take you to your goal. You can make a very light plan, depending what it is, but go with what your gut or God or whatever you want to believe in. God turns a lot of people off, that word. So if you would feel more comfortable with me calling it your gut or your intuition or whatever, go with that. Go with whatever that tells you that you should do to get you to your goal. Because I've gotten to my goal a lot faster in many ways that I never thought would contribute at all. I've gotten to business goals by taking social action. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to understand that you don't know the best way. And a lot of times the working hardest is the worst way. I mean, the worst way is doing nothing, but it's one of the worst ways because it's all about working smart. Otherwise, you're just going to be slaving away. Otherwise, you're just going to be a slave to your goal. And that's not what it is either. The reason you come up with a goal that's bigger than yourself is to push yourself and grow yourself bigger than you are and to break your if your human, you know what I mean, skin is a shell, to literally break your shell and grow to be bigger than you are. You know what I mean? And you can't do that if you come up with a goal and you come up with an exact plan and just follow that every day. That will get you certain places, but it will not be that much growth because you're still just obeying yourself. And not just yourself, your mind. And that's not what you necessarily want, because your mind is not all you have. Your soul and your heart and your intuition will take you farther than your mind can. Your mind is just what organizes the wires. Okay? So, like, even to think about it makes me honestly it's just kind of gross. It's just kind of like manipulative that people even will feel like they can benefit off of other people's sympathy and feeling bad for them. And I don't like when I'm in situations where people say something to where I'm supposed to be like, oh man, I'm sorry that happened. And I can't not. I mean, I'm not going to not. I'm not going to be a dick. But you shouldn't put people in that situation. You should be killing shit. You're not going to always kill it. But if you're not, that doesn't mean you just go tell everybody and be like, feel bad for me. Especially if it's in your control. Especially if it's in your control. You know what I mean? Sometimes maybe if something really horrible happens to you, you could call up your friend and say, yo, bro, can you believe this shit happened to me? And maybe, that's fine. Okay? I'm talking about when something's in your control, you didn't do it, and now you want people to feel bad for you. Are you serious? How do you look in the mirror, bro? How do you sleep at night? All right? If it's extreme, life is extreme. Attack it. Lead the herd. Lead the stampede. Just win. Just decide you're going to win and win. Stop using this so much. Stop thinking about it. As soon as you think about it, okay, I'm going to win. The insecure Jay-Z laugh. I'm going to win. But maybe I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I have what it takes. I don't know if I have it in me. All right. Now you've gone too far. Cuz now you've let your mind step into the ring. And this is not a place for the mind. This is a much too big of a goal or too big of a pursuit for the mind, because the mind is just going to say, I don't want you to do that. Can you just chill? Can you just do your thing? Can you just stay back maybe? Or maybe, I don't know if you can do this. Blah, 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 blah. It's like how a parent wants the best for you. If you got a crazy goal and you want to do this crazy thing, let's say you want to go skydiving. You might not, depending on the person, tell your parents, because they're going to say, oh, maybe you just should stay home. That sounds kind of dangerous. Maybe you get it. So this is kind of like a third parent in here. It wants to keep you safe, but it doesn't necessarily want what's best for you. So decide, do your thing, turn this off when it needs to be turned off. Matter of fact, turn it off and use it wherever it needs to be used. Okay? Other than that, this will take you farther. Your soul will take you farther. And your intuition will take you farther. Trust that. Put yourself in the situation where you're basically jumping off the cliff and having to learn how to fly on the way down. Anyways, guys, that's basically, good thing I listened to that song. Listen to Kendrick. You will understand what I'm saying by listening to that song and by listening to Kendrick in general and how just absolutely skilled he is. But more so than the skill is just the energy that he brings. That you just know, like, this dude is not playing. Like, if I was another rapper and I heard that, I would just be shaking in my Yeezys, fam. I would be like, if I go toe-to-toe with this guy, I'm not winning. And that's the energy, you know what I mean, that you got to bring. Not the other rapper energy, but the Kendrick energy. So, yeah, shout out to Kendrick, man. That verse really inspired me. But, yeah, guys, it was great catching up with you. Let me know if you have any questions, anything you want me to discuss, and I'll do it whenever I have the chance. This is cool, you know what I mean? I've talked about it before. Oh, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. If you want to hear more from me, go watch my interview. I did one with the Sap Dog. Just look up Reeno interview, and it'll be the first one. It has all my drawings in the background. It's actually a very cool thumbnail. It's one of my favorite thumbnails. And watch that interview, because it's like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that, maybe 2 hours, I don't actually remember, of just me talking and me talking about life and stuff. So if you want more, I'll record videos where I can. It's hard with school. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Much love. And I appreciate your support. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Subscribe. I don't care about any of that. This channel is not meant to grow. It's just meant for my people. All right? Shout out you guys. But we'll talk soon. Peace.